Let me take a swig of my water first though.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
You guys notice it?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of Restorations and Custom with Vic. Today we got these Chicago Jordan 2 lows that are beat up. There's a lot of hype around the Jordan 2s, so when I found these on eBay for a steal, I had to jump on them. We're gonna be restoring these, bringing them back to life with a little bit of custom work. We got a lot of work ahead of us, so let's get started. For before and after purposes, we're gonna put the right shoe to the side and just focus on the left. I do plan on keeping this shoe for myself, so I wanna get the shoe as clean as possible on the outside and inside. There's a lot of germs from the previous owner, so for this, we'll be using a Rejuvenate Signature shoe cleaning kit, so we can put it inside the washing machine and get it fully cleaned up. We're gonna start off by taking out our laces and insole. Got rid of that. For the lace, we're gonna just throw it out. I'm not gonna bother cleaning it because I do plan on putting some black laces once the shoe's all complete. Next, we're gonna grab our shoe tree, adjust the size, insert it inside the shoe so it can help us get rid of the creasing on this Jordan 2 low. And now to start cleaning, we're gonna start off by using our soft bristle brush to start breaking down the grime and dirt all around the uppers and inside. Looking good, you guys. Luckily, a lot of this grime is just surface grime, so it's coming off pretty smoothly. We're gonna move on to our medium bristle brush. For this brush, we're gonna try to get rid of the scuffs and stains all around the rubber cage area and get rid of the dinge all around the white stitching. Good to go with the first two brushes. The medium bristle brush did a great job cleaning up the shoe. However, on the back area, there's still a couple of scuffs and stains here and there. An easy trick to get rid of this is by grabbing our towel, dipping it in solution, and simply rubbing it out. Back to almost brand new. Now the last step we gotta do is use our stiff bristle brush to take care of these outsoles. Right here in this middle piece, I think they use a Sharpie. I don't think we're gonna get that out, but we just wanna get these soles as clean as possible so we can get rid of the yellowing. All right, we're good to go with the stiff bristle brush. We're gonna put this shoe to the side real quick, grab our insole, grab our soft bristle brush, and give this a cleaning. Pre-treatment's complete. Now let's grab our sneaker laundry bag, put the shoe and the insole inside so you can put it inside the washing machine so you can properly flush out all the grime, dirt, and germs. And we can't forget our sneaker laundry detergent pods. Let's head over to the washing machine. We're back, you guys. We got the shoe out of the washing machine. It is fully dried and clean. As you can see, the shoe's back to being fully white. The toe box looks a lot better, and they're disinfected and smell a lot better thanks to our signature shoe cleaning kit. Now we're on to removing the yellowing off the soles so they can match the uppers. For this, we'll be using some Rejuvenated Sole Revive. We're gonna apply it using a paintbrush, and then we'll put some Saran Wrap over it to keep the Sole Revive fresh when we put them inside the indoor setup. This is good to go. After about 3 different sessions, 1 on each side, we get the yelling completely out. Now we're gonna move on to some prep work. On this piece right here, it has a few different scratches. Before we can start painting, we're gonna use the sandpaper method to smooth those areas out. We're gonna be using 600 grit and 400 grit. This feels a lot better. Originally, the scratches were pretty deep in the leather, but after sanding them down, you don't feel them as much. So after I paint them, you won't be able to see the damage that was there before. Now we're gonna do some taping. We're gonna tape off the midsoles and the uppers. For this shoe, I'm gonna do my best to avoid getting any paint on the stitching. When I do restorations on white shoes, I don't like painting the stitching unless I absolutely have to. On this pair, I can get away with just covering it up and painting the leather only. TJ is good to go. Now let's lay down some paint. For this, we'll be using some jacquard and my airbrush. All you want to do is cover up the scuffs and blend it in with the rest of the white leather. White paint is down. This came out really good. It's almost factory. You can't feel any of the original scratches. Now we're on to the black midsole. During the cleaning process, I did notice some of the black paint flaking off. You can't really tell as much because underneath the black paint is just some more black. For this, we're gonna touch it up using some Angelus black paint and an angular brush. Plus, I also got some overspray right here on the edges, so it's gotta be touched up anyway. Restoration for the most part is completely done. Before we move on to the fun custom work, we gotta take care of one more thing. We're gonna grab our lint shaver and clean up the sock liners because it's covered in lint. Sock liners are all cleaned up. Now we're on to the custom work. What we're gonna do next is completely remove this Jordan 2 tongue. I've never been the biggest fan of this specific tongue, and maybe because of the oversized Wings logo. We're gonna swap it with a Jordan 1 tongue. I'm sure you guys remember this bad boy. I did this a few months back. It's a Chicago custom alternate colorway. Now it's just good for parts. It's good for a donor sole, but for this one, we're just gonna be using the tongues and swapping it onto the Jordan 2. What we're gonna do next before we sew it onto the shoe, we're gonna cut off the bottom portion of the tongue. That way when I wear them, it's not scraping the top of my foot. For this, my weapon of choice is a heat removable pen. We're gonna place the tongue on the shoe. Once it cuts in place, we'll grab a heat gun and remove the pen mark. Jordan 1 tongue is in place. This looks good already. It just flows with the Jordan 2 silhouette. Now let's lock it in place using the patcher. This looks dope. I can already see Jordan Brand doing this one day. Now let's finish up the restoration work by using the iron method to remove the creasing of the toe box.
Going here. Oh.
Pretty sick. Restoration and custom work is completely done. The last thing we gotta do is go outside, spray some Krylon matte finish to protect the white paint job and black. Alright guys, that is going to bring us to an end on this custom slash restoration on these Chicago Jordan 2 lows. Originally I got these off eBay for a great price, but of course they were beat up. So we went in using our Rejuvenate signature shoe cleaning kit and gave the shoe a proper deep clean inside and out and put them through the washing machine and got them back to a clean state. After that, using our Rejuvenate Sole Revive, we got rid of the yellowing all around the sole, repainted the black midsole, and repainted the white uppers. And lastly, we finished it off with some custom work by applying this Jordan 1 tongue on the Jordan 2. Again, that's my favorite part about this whole project. It came out so clean. I do want to say this project was inspired by the off-white Jordan 2s that Virgil created. I wanted to think outside the box with this project, just like how we did with all this work. He inspired a whole generation, including myself, to think and do things differently. And that's how he lived his legacy. I will be making an off-white custom in the next few weeks to honor his legacy. Stay tuned for that, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vic Almighty. I'll catch you guys next Monday. See you guys.